Well, hello friends, welcome to my channel JB's Crochet. I'm Amber and today I am going to actually try a new stitch. Well, I've done the extended single crochet, but I've never done, I'm gonna try this stitch. It's called the pike stitch. So it is called the pike stitch. It's just a variation of the extended single crochet. I'm pretty sure I've tried something like that, but I was like, I don't think I've done the pike before. So I was like, well, it's something new. I could try it, you know? So the whole try it Tuesday, tackle it Tuesday, whatever you want to call it. I feel like I've done that too. The tulip, I don't know. I should do the tulip one of these days, because I love tulips. Like, I would love to take the iris stitch and the tulip stitch, maybe even this petal stitch. This petal stitch, you know, figure out a way to incorporate them all together, because I love flowers and it'd be fun to have like a, I don't know, like a pattern that, like here's sprig and blossom, you know, like those are kind of plant flowery things. I just think it'd be neat to try to put something like have like a garden pattern, you know, where it's made from, or a floral pattern, without making it actually look like a flower, but it just has flower named stitches in one. I might have to try that out and see if I can't put them together. I don't know if I could because of the different stitch multiples, but we're gonna keep it easy this morning. We're gonna try this pike stitch and see. Now, even though these pictures are included, I can see what it looks like, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like by doing it in person, it gives me a better understanding and a better visual of it. So let's try it and see what happens. So it says an even number of stitches plus 2 for the foundation chain. All right. And then I know, I'll leave it open. Maybe. If I can find somewhere to put it. Okay, and then I have, we'll just go to the ground, it'll be easier. I just have these little white cakes that I have laying around the house. I have a bunch of little white Premier Basics, not Premier Basics, I don't think, just yarn from the Dollar Tree, you know, those little tiny skeins that you can get. Well, this one's caked up into a cake. It's one of those small. I just need to stop using it though. It's making it splitty. I need to make it into something. So for Try It Tuesday, we are trying a new stitch, kind of, I think. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Do I want to do 20 or 30? I don't really want to be here forever. I don't want to make you guys wait forever, so I'm going to do 2 more. 1, 2 for the chain 2. And then I single crochet in the second chain. But then I go into the chain 1, skip 1, and then the extended single crochet. Chain 1, skip 1. Okay. Try not to yawn so much. Okay, so extended is through that one and then through that one. That. So, have you done the pike stitch? I don't know. It reminds me of, I could almost do this. I wonder if I could turn this into a moss stitch. It's almost like a moss stitch, but it, when you do the next row, you go into the stitch itself and not the chain one space between it. So I don't know. I'd have to play with it and see. So, y'all, yesterday was a Monday. Ooh, was it a Monday? Oh, I keep forgetting to chain one. Chain one, then go into the stitch, chain one. Okay, yeah, so yeah, yesterday was a Monday. Ooh, baby, was it. But it ended on a good note. Kind of, actually. I don't know, I guess it did. I guess ultimately it didn't end on a good note, because last night about 11 o'clock, it sounded like a branch or a tree was falling on my house last night. It was like boom, 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 like just, what in the world is that? My husband's like, is that hail? I said, I think so. I had been watching a storm coming through on my phone, but I thought it was just lightning and thundering, so I just thought it was just gonna, you know, blow over. I didn't expect, it said severe thunderstorm warning on my phone, but I didn't ever expected anything other than rain, maybe a little bit of wind. No, we got golf ball size hail. We may have to get a new roof because our roof got pelted last night. Pelted for about a good solid couple minutes, 5 minutes, maybe not quite 5 minutes. It was over, I think it started and was done within like 5 minutes. It was crazy. And then it was just, it was done. It was gone. The storm was even like, had moved out of the area. It was just like, oh, hey, we're gonna give you some hail real quick. I don't think any of my plants just got destroyed or anything. But man, that hail was coming down hard. It was coming down so hard, it was splattering itself. Crushing itself. What do you want to call it? What was I calling it? Like, it was hitting so hard that it was like smashing. That's what I'm looking for. It was hitting the ground so hard it was smashing itself. I mean, we were getting some that were landing and staying hail-y, but like it was hitting our deck. Our back window, the deck is off to the side a little bit. We can kind of see it, and you could just see it hit it. And even the trampoline right behind our house, you could watch it just hitting it, and it was just like, it was just smashing it. That's how hard it was coming down. Okay, and then I end with, I just end with a, okay, I just keep going to the end. So yeah, it was, and then that was it. That was the end of the Monday, because it wasn't even 11 o'clock when it was all said and done, when it was all done. We were laying back in bed before 11 o'clock last night. All the kids came upstairs because they were all like, what is going on? Had been in bed, maybe even asleep. So the youngest went downstairs and laid him, got in bed with his brother. Because he, you know, that way they could have somebody to fall asleep to, because they were a little traumatized by storms, so. You know, if it helps them sleep, especially with that, what happened last night, it was what we did, what we had to do. So, chain 3. So yeah, it was an interesting evening. But before that, I was thinking it ended on a good note, because the sun was it was bright and beautiful, clear skies. The sun was setting at the church while I was waiting for my daughter at her meeting. It was just a beautiful evening. And then, this little storm passed through, brought some hail, more hail. Because, let's see, skip, okay, Okay, I see where it goes, right here. Well, so the storms that came through with the tornadoes a couple nights ago, we didn't get anything from that, but other people got hail. So this was God going, hey, I forgot something. Here, have some hail. I just hit my head. It's God being a jokester. Like, you know, oh, by the way, that storm that came through several days ago, here's what I forgot to send to you guys at your house. That's what it felt like. It just literally, it came out of nowhere. The hail did, not the storm. Because I went to bed, I was laying in bed, and I was wrapping up, I was falling asleep, so I checked my phone real quick to see what time it was or something, and I saw that it said severe thunderstorm warning. So I went in and looked at the radar to see what the storm looked like. It was a little storm, nothing huge. I mean, I know damage, some pretty nasty stuff can come from tiny storms. That's what happened with the tornadoes. They were fairly tiny storms in perspective of the country. On a radar, it was a tiny storm on a radar. Tiny in my eyes anyway, small in my eyes, not tiny, but small. And so I was just, you know, I knew about it, but I was laying there at like 10:30 and I'm just like, what? I hear something going on outside. What is going on? And that's what made me look at my phone, at my notifications and stuff. Or I was gonna go look at the cameras, see what it was doing outside. And that's when I saw the severe thunderstorm warnings. I was like, oh, okay. And then I went and checked the radars. And I was like, oh, that would explain. And then I went and looked at cameras and saw the lightning and was hearing a little bit of thunder. And I was like, oh, okay. That explains my feeling. I just had I don't know, I had an off feeling last night. It was weird. And I finally was laying there and starting to fall back asleep, you know, and I know more and feel like I'm like starting to, you know, drift back off into sleep. And then I hear this like just obnoxious sound on the roof. And at first I was thinking, oh, shoot, there's like a tree falling on our house. What is going on? Like, I thought branches and crap were hitting our house. That's what it sounded like. And then it just kept going, and I was like, and that's when my husband goes, is that hail? I was like, I think so. Like I said, all of that, like, from the moment that hail noise started to the moment that it was just done and over with, like, there was no more hail, and the storm had moved on, maybe 5 minutes. That was it. All the kids were, you know, tucked away in their beds again, and we were off to slumberland again. I feel a little bit tired from last night, but my goodness. So in all my jabbering, I have completed 2 rows of the pike stitch. I kind of like it. It kind of reminds me of like the grit, or like the, what is it called? Oh, what is it called? Is it the grit stitch or the sedge stitch? No, not the sedge stitch. Wattle. Yeah, it's kind of like the grit stitch, I guess. The crunch stitch, you know, just something with a little bit of texture to it. I'm looking at these other pages. So yeah. I mean, but I wonder if this could be used as like a moss stitch, you know, instead of doing the single crochet in the chain space, do the extended single crochet. It would be the same thing. I just don't know what you would call it. The extended single crochet moss stitch. The extended moss stitch. Oh my goodness, y'all, my shirt is really making myself look a little homely right now. Like, this shirt is very wrinkly up here. I hang it up, I promise. Sorry, hold on. So row 2, I need to go in the 3rd of chain 4 from the turn. Okay, so Or I don't know where to go. I'm just gonna go right here. I can't figure out where to go, so I'm just gonna go right here. So there's the sedge stitch, not sedge stitch, the pike stitch. I kind of like it. I mean, yeah, you could definitely use that as a moss. You could turn it into a moss stitch. I don't see why you couldn't. You know, you just have to remember to make it a, it's almost kind of like you're doing a double crochet because of the, you go in, you pull up a loop, you yarn over, go through the first one, yarn over, go through the second one, or yarn over, go through the last two. So I mean, it kind of is like a double crochet in a way, but it's an extended single crochet. It's funny how the extended half double crochet in my mind looks almost identical to a double crochet. It's a double crochet with an identity crisis. It's a half double crochet with an identity crisis. It doesn't know which one it wants to be, half double crochet or double crochet. It's just kind of in between, but it's trying to copy the double crochet. I just caught a glimpse of it. It's strand of hair out there in the, that did get caught in the ponytail. I'll have to fix it later. Oh, I'm telling you what, these videos this week are gonna be something else. I'm looking forward to my live tomorrow morning. That must be the one, the chain for it. I only did a chain 3. Anywho. I mean, it works up pretty quick. There's 3 rows. Looks like little mini twisters. I should call it the twister stitch instead of the pike stitch. Like little mini twisters. That's what it reminds me of. So, let's see, chain. I don't like the chain 3 on the ends, but that's something I could always change on my own, I suppose. Figure out a way to do a single crochet on the end instead with a chain 1. I don't know why you couldn't do that. I might have to try that on the next one. I've already chained 3, so I'm gonna try that on the next row and see what happens. I don't see why I couldn't. Because, you know, you can turn and do, I can do an extended single crochet, stacked, sorry, not extended, a stacked single crochet that turns into a double crochet as well. So why couldn't I do a single crochet to start my row instead of, you know, chaining 3? Well, I mean, I know you're not getting, I don't know, because it's an extended single crochet that you end with. And that chain 3 technically is the first 2 chains are your extended single crochet, and then the third one is your whatchamacallit, your chain 1 in between. I mean, it's gonna mess it up a little bit, I think. I don't know. I guess the chain 3 works. How can, there's gotta be a different way to do something other than a chain 3. What is going on? I didn't do my extended single crochet on the end right. There we go. There we go. It is 4 rows of the pike stitch, basically. Just a 1 row repeat. You just keep repeating it and repeating it. It does. It just looks like little, in person, it just looks like little mini twisters. That's kind of neat. So, anyway, let's see. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this video done. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed hearing about the storms and watching me do a couple rows of the pike stitch. I will see y'all tomorrow morning on my live, Wednesday morning, 7:30 a.m. Central Time. And I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Stay safe, and remember, be kind, be positive, and go make something beautiful. And we'll see y'all on the next video. Bye!